Hey guys, and welcome back to Fortune Theory. Here we are doing a well, what do you call it?
It's just a film reaction, isn't it?
What would you call it? Film reaction,
reaction.
I keep wanting to say the word live, but we're not doing it live.
Well, it is our live reaction.
It's our
just
live,
not.
but
It
it's
isn't
not yours.
live.
No.
Yeah, it's very edited. So, yeah.
So we're going to be watching the film Cherry, starring Tom Holland, directed by the Russo brothers. So that's my encouragement for the involvement. Also, because the trailers just make it look bloody fantastic. I just can't. I'm looking forward to this. This is like the first individual new original film that I'm looking forward to this year. This is like my 1917 that he appreciated, not just because he was in it, but yeah.
So
yeah,
that's what we're going to be doing.
Patrick, this is your film tonight, really.
This is well, yeah, I've watched the first hour and a half because I watched it myself beforehand, so I have the first half, the knowledge of the first half of it. But regardless, it is a live reaction besides that. So yeah, we hope you enjoy, and we'll see you in the.
Also, if you're wondering why I'm looking up, it's because I've changed my whole system. I don't know, out of insecurities, I just look at myself. So during these, so the camera's actually like down below. So hi guys, but I'm gonna be like, I'm weird, so just go with me, right? But you don't need to worry about any. Enjoy the reaction scenes.
Here we go.
Ooh.
Can I smoke?
Are they starting with audio already? What way to bring you into a film? I just from these logos, obviously we know what they are, but they're just so intense.
Where do you want me to start?
Yeah, it comes from the sky above. Make me feel so free. Make me feel like me. Yeah, it lights my life.
A buzz cut at Tom Holland.
No. This is audition hair for 1917.
I'm 23 years old, and I still don't understand what it is that people do.
The scarf is to cover the lower half of my
Some
face.
4-4 break-in.
Although it's not to do any good. I've been at this
When you
a while
justify your actions as you're about to rob a bank. It's all right. Only wear a red scarf.
Looks like.
All right, no arms! I'm a wanted man! They'll kill me!
You have answers. Give them to me now.
I got a lot of sadness in the face to make up for, so I gotta act like I'm crazy. Or
Spider-Man's interrogation mode. I love the red. I fucking love the red. Oh my god, what was her name? Like she's also like done voice acting in
And I don't want to tell
animation
lies, but
as well.
I
All
thought
childhood
Pam
stuff.
would really like to fuck this girl.
She has grown, and yet she still looks the same from like 10 years ago.
I've had a girlfriend since high school.
Really? Sweet.
Yeah, she goes to school in New Jersey.
She got a name?
Yeah, Madison Kowalski.
The first time
really
I thought that,
pretty.
I'm like, you telling this person that?
Yeah. Super pretty.
Tell Madison I said hello.
Ooh, meet the competition. I like her pink coat.
Madison thought I was a bitch.
Let's go.
And I like her blue dress.
The parties she took me to were mostly shit. I mean, the kids drank beer in a basement done out in cinder block. Some kind of beer pong, sex dungeon, red light district bullshit. Everything was dismal as murder.
Red light district. Is that what my sister said to me the other day?
Knew Madison. I mean, she'd only been at the school a month, but they all knew her somehow.
Like clarifying reference to a picture you were trying to take.
Which is fine, whatever. It just got a little awkward when you were the one who was there at the party with the girl who was on top of the table. Fucking a ghost.
A ghost.
I had
Got
a
the
job,
fucking like
and I'd go to
haunting
work when I
like.
could
Oh,
have been doing better
I love
things,
this so
such as
far. It's brilliant.
anything, but
Fuck this guy.
I haven't heard that expression in a while.
I only lasted 2 weeks. After work, I went by James Lightfoot's house. He was my best friend since grade school. His dad had died when he was young, and so did his mother, and then his brother came back all fucked from the war, so James was mostly alone.
Hey, man.
Except for me.
You okay?
And Roy also came.
That's what I mean. It's like quite unconventional
He painted
in
houses
cinematography in a
where he wasn't
I
popular
like that
film.
one take. I like this one take so far.
James
This is
Lightfoot
good.
It's got
was
quite
yelling at
unusual
Roy about his
cinematography,
cousin Joe,
which is
because Joe
what
kept
stood out to
saying,
me
Go on,
straight away.
Drop it.
Roy, tell him, you gotta tell your cousin he can't join the Marines.
Why do I gotta tell him? He's joining the
Don't
Marines.
join
He
the
just-
Marines, man. Give me one good reason why. Okay?
I don't want to do this for the
Why
rest
do
of
you
my
wanna
life.
join?
I don't want to do this for the rest of my life, man. Why are you content just fucking driving around, man? Like, I don't understand why
He
you
wants to do a thing. Just let him do a thing.
That's so it's an obligation of you and your love for your cousin. We all love so much, and now you're telling me, oh, I want to send him out to his fucking death? What are you doing?
It didn't clear, sir.
it was fucking cash, right here.
It didn't clear. Next.
Not clear.
Sorry about your car, man.
I like his facial expressions in this as well.
This is a piece of shit. You should get your money back.
Brilliant.
No.
He's got the number plate.
Back to James's house, Roy passed around his train wreck.
Yeah, sure. Do you want some,
And in return, they offered me some ecstasy.
We don't endorse this, by the way.
Well, it's a film. It's fine.
I know. I feel like most podcasters who do.
I love this effect because this isn't just black and white. This is like
No,
infrared.
there's something about this.
It's like infrared camera or something. I don't know
Yeah.
exactly what effect it is. I just love it.
Well,
'Cause
to me,
then-
black and white is always like black and grey. This is like actually the white.
It's like infrared, I think.
Yeah.
Is that you?
Oh, I love how she's not.
Hey,
Hey,
wait.
No.
you know Maggie?
Oh, that's great.
You know Maggie?
Transition.
Yeah, sort of.
Oh, girl. Holy shit.
What?
Your pupils are huge.
I don't think that's what you wanted to say.
Just some ecstasy.
How is it?
It's actually really good. I would give you some, but I don't have any more.
That's okay.
Hey, I'm really happy you're here.
Why is that?
Because I like you a lot.
Shut up.
I'm gonna get it on
And
anytime soon.
Oh, he thinks so too.
whoa. And what?
I was just thinking.
What are you thinking?
Just thinking that you're shady.
Great thing on there.
You wanna go for a walk?
I hear some smooching.
We hear the smooch.
Yeah, we know what that means. You just say your lips taste amazing.
What happened to Madison Kowalski?
I think I adore you.
I'd laugh so much if she turned around and say, "Therefore, I have value."
Great way to ruin the moment.
I know.
Therefore, I have value.
I have a thing for
What did he just say?
That last line, I have a thing for weak guys, I think.
That's how you find the one to break your heart.
Or said something else then.
What you saw in her that made you say, yes, this is what I came here for.
No,
He was
I
on the
can't
phone with her and I
personally.
was eavesdropping.
Why were you eavesdropping?
Rhetorical question.
You're a jerk.
Kinda. Of course
You
you
got me,
answer.
man.
I confronted him about it the next day and he tried to buy me off. Said he'd send me to volleyball camp if I didn't tell my mom.
Sorry, I do have respect for this film.
Really
It's
wanted
just
to-
so far that I've not seen this
Yeah,
before, and
so
there's a
what'd
lot
you
of
do?
memes.
I went to
I have to
volleyball
get through that stuff first.
And then I told my mom.
Black eye now. Wasn't
Your
it?
dad sounds like a dick.
Sometimes I feel like love doesn't actually exist.
I love you.
It's a bit soon. Oh no, the face. Oh god.
Thank you.
That wasn't the reaction I think you were meant to give. And then you just belted out loud.
This really great school in Montreal.
In Montreal?
Yeah, it's Paris of Canada.
Yeah, I know what it fucking is. Please tell me that you're kidding. This isn't funny.
Why would I be kidding you?
So what? That's it. We're just supposed to break up, just like that.
Well, we can't exactly be together when we live in 2 different countries. So,
Emily, what the fuck?
can you please just be mature about this?
Didn't do this either.
What, walking from the car?
No, go to the armed forces.
Well, that as well.
So what makes a joker like you want to join the United States Army for?
This guy had a face like death, and every other word out of his mouth was Joker.
Goddamn joker.
God, fire
Well, I've just been seeing on the news, you know, that there are kids dying over there.
You searching for that gold in the gutter. A sense of purpose, right?
Yeah, sense of purpose.
God damn. Tell you about purpose. I like him.
I was too easy. He knew he had me, and so by the next day I was sworn in. Against all enemies.
Foreign and domestic.
Foreign and domestic.
No worries.
No. I want to say goodbye. Just come by work. After Fatouks, Roy had got me a job at another restaurant. The owner was throwing a party that day, and I got to serve drinks. I told Roy and Joe to come by so they could drink for free, and I, of course, asked Emily to stop in. You came here to say goodbye to me with him.
I'm not with him.
You really think that's fucking fair?
Yeah, I do.
Please let me punch him in the dick.
Joe, please go and sit the fuck down. I gotta work. You should go. I'd like you to leave.
You'll be all right.
All right, I gotta go, Tommy.
Wow, where you going?
Gotta go to bed. It's late.
What? You need a ride?
Yeah, totally.
You get to drive?
That reminds me of Nick Frost from The World's End.
What cut?
Yeah, Tommy ran over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna bring you these later.
Again, for me, it's really annoying because the cinematography is
supposed
It's annoying because it's
Exceptional.
relatable to. It's annoying because story-wise,
had
it's
muffins
relatable to
ready.
most guys, but not me. Girls are just
Well,
shut.
but
A girl's
Shut
never
up
at
in
my
your
house
room.
waiting for me.
I really need to eat something.
I'm not gonna go to Montreal.
the realization. Fuck.
Apart from all the negative twerks, let me be this kid.
I joined the army.
I nearly got hit by a car.
It's not the point.
I know.
Maybe this will be good. You know, I can go away and you can go to school in Montreal.
I don't want to go to school in Montreal.
I thought you loved Montreal.
No, the only reason why I was going to Montreal was to get away from you.
Plot twist.
So now he's going
So-
away for the reason that she isn't even doing anymore.
You don't have a choice. That's just the cherry on top.
You bastard.
I know.
God, the cinematography is so good in this. That's the trouble. It is sort of taking me away from it. But
So we went down to the courthouse. Then we got married.
it's like that.
And then we went to celebrate.
Just like that.
I just love the slow-mo shots. Like, obviously,
Yeah.
you get them in a lot of films,
It's
but
as
you
if
know,
it
for
were
this
the
one,
most
it's really
beautiful
like
thing in the world.
impactful.
Plays on the
Anyone had
emotion.
it
Feels
almost.
really
It's impactful in weird ways. but
playing
it
out the
works.
emotion really well. Yeah.
It's like its own original thing, almost.
Most. Yeah.
But the days ran out.
First name Drill, last name Sergeant. Do I make myself clear? Yes, Drill Sergeant! Smell the sea and... What are you doing? You think you're still pretty?
No, Drill Sergeant!
You think you're still pretty? No, Drill Sergeant! Get the fuck up and get out of my chair! Go away! Go away!
Did you say wrong way?
Next, we got about 100 fucking shots.
Next.
And I found out that I was actually
Colorblind.
That explains a lot. Can I still be a medic?
You know what color blood is, right? Next.
We are your mommy, and we are your daddy.
And this is just a massive
Do I
full
make
metal
myself
jacket and
clear?
jump.
Look at this! Oh my God! What are you doing with your arm? Put them down! Put your arm!
Wearing duck walk to circulate the big
Look at that
area.
one.
The room smelled of balls, unwashed, and feet, ditto.
You know I will be coming home.
This fuck.
All good. Next.
And there was a man whose job it was to check everybody's
Was
ass.
that my foil?
Let's go! Do you want to die, you big curtain? There are hotties breathing down your piss
Breathing
hole!
down your piss hole.
Call his names like
Dick with it.
Get up, you dick with ears!
our hands were.
Use your goddamn dick skinners!
Dick with
mouths
ears.
were.
Cock monster.
The drill sergeants were just pretending to be drill sergeants.
Jabberwocky, 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 Jabberwocky,
Who's he, Wolverine?
And the army was pretending to be the army.
I love how he instantly goes to thinking of her eyes.
I'm good
Like,
now.
when he hears her voice. I love that.
Just thinks of her.
Heads down, asses down!
When they finally taught us how to be medics, there was a lot of fucking around with mannequins. So
Never
don't
join
ever
the
join the
fucking
fucking army.
Transition.
Did the aspect ratio change? Yeah, I thought it. I say that like you've never seen the film before. Of course it did.
And long tape action. Love shots like that. It's so cool. Love the shot.
I said get his guts in now!
Literally got to put all his guts back. Fucking hell.
I definitely wouldn't have the stomach to do that. Well, not the... Not the...
Did you didn't even realise what you said, did
I
you?
didn't even realise what I said.
You know you wouldn't.
Probably because I'd be the cunt with the blown up gun.
With them blown out, yeah. You wouldn't have the stomach because you just gone.
But not...
What the fuck?
You're grounded.
This guy, his guts were hanging out. We had to put him back in. Getting shot at. We had to run into the chopper.
Hey. I heard on the radio those guys you put in the helicopter are dead.
Shit.
Hey, Sarge. Is it true those guys we put on the bird today are dead?
Who told you that? Arnold said you heard it on the neck.
Arnold's a fucking retard.
I thought that's what I heard, Sarge.
Shut up, Arnold.
Brilliant.
I jerk off in the porta shitters. Didn't even think of other girls.
Of course.
Look at me.
Fucking Portaloo's
Try
shaking.
to be good.
Not these little fuckers again.
Hey, Pebbles, come here. Come here. No, she's all right, man. Come here.
What the fuck are you doing?
This is for you, okay? I want you to have this. That's for you. All right.
Hey! Oh, shit, man! It's got hit!
Oh, look at that. Made our fucking day.
5 seconds.
You know what I would love right now? Taco. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you.
Hey, Sergeant North?
What is it, fuckstick?
I don't think we should try and drive through here, Sergeant. I think we ought to stay on the road.
Oh, is that what you think, you fucking PFC want to be a private? That road runs right through an oh shit zone.
Oh shit. So
You want me to put all these men in danger because you don't
Brilliant.
want to take 2 fuckers in it?
When I went out with first platoon,
it's not tolerated for Facebook. Especially for like communication between, like, you know.
Probably a lot more than you think. Probably not all the fucking time, but
It's used inevitably.
it's the fucking
used,
army,
but-
isn't it? They're gonna curse and not the fucking wazoo.
Well, they're gonna curse when they're fighting and shit, but they're not gonna like.
Get your vitamin depleted ass up here and get this POS out the fucking mud.
hey, I wouldn't do that if I were you,
What
Sergeant.
cut though?
That's exactly what we did. You'll only make things harder for QRF when they get here.
Up and watch your sector.
You need a Bradley and a tow cable, Sarge.
Shut the fuck up.
No.
They just.
Smell is something that you already know. It's coded in your blood.
Go get me a Bradley.
We'll get the bodies. Hey, bring the bags. Private.
Holy shit.
Let's get him out.
The guy he's been friends with since he joined.
It's all right. It's all right. Just
Yeah.
try hooking your arm system.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I got it. You good?
I love that parallel to earlier.
Yeah.
Such a contrasting scene.
Mr. MRE, Mr. MRE.
Jesus.
Suddenly there was nothing interesting about it anymore.
What's going on with you?
Well, I got a job as a waitress down at the academy, close to the neighborhood I think that we should settle on.
There's like a montage there, so cool. It like keeps cutting back and forth. And her audio effect on the phone's really nice. Doesn't actually have her.
Yeah, baby, I'm here.
Jesus.
Are you sure you're doing okay?
I just miss you, that's all.
I miss you too. I love you.
Fuck.
That's a better haircut. Obviously, it's growing back, isn't it?
The moment.
Emily drove me back.
Oh shit, I
That
don't
was
love you
back again.
anymore.
Yeah, I love these slow motion parts work really well. What do you mean? She like, of course she would. You
No,
let go.
him.
Oh.
No, him.
Okay.
Not. I was doing a Ralph impersonation from the Simpsons movie.
The world meant something different to them than it did to us. And after he got back, Joe had problems for a while.
All I did was ask you if you really needed to keep drinking, seeing as you're already shit-faced.
And I said that I did.
And I said no, you did not. Oh, shit, fuck! Stop the car!
Stop the car, then.
Fuck.
Oh shit.
Didn't think it would actually kill him.
No, I didn't either.
He's on the verge of his like fatal.
I didn't sleep.
He must have like hit his head when he flipped out or something.
Violence.
Are you okay?
I mean, he's got the rage of like post-war and the nightmarish thoughts.
Basically, I
Don't
was
know
being a
very
sad,
well.
crazy fuck about the horrors I'd seen.
Basically. It's a cool effect.
Fucking love that.
I want to leave.
I punched the bathroom mirror on accident while I was washing my hands.
Come on, we gotta go.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, we gotta go right fucking now.
She's probably thinking he's like killed someone or something. Jesus.
Both popping pills now.
That also happened to be the night that James Lightfoot tried coming around to welcome me back, but he got arrested breaking into my house.
Look at best moment.
Dumb shit for
Into
brains.
the wrong house. Since I left for Iraq, James had busted up his knee working for the highway department and gotten into using Oxycontin pretty bad.
I can't cash these checks, sir.
It wasn't exactly a smash hit. The teller thought I was being a dick because I was high on Oxycontin, and I wasn't exactly trying to hide the fact that I thought he was an asshole.
You know what? You're an asshole, and I'd like to speak to your manager.
I wasn't
Brilliant.
exactly. I wasn't exactly quiet about it. You're an
Well,
asshole.
You're still an asshole.
Okay.
I'm a fucking war veteran, dude. You fucking treated me like an undesirable. Hey, look, I don't know what I'm gonna do about this, but I'm sure fuck this isn't the way you're supposed to treat people, fucker.
Good day now. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thanks for your help. Fuck yeah, you get the money?
No, I didn't get the fucking money. I haven't been taking is your shit. I'm not taking your shit.
Not taking your shit.
I don't know why, it reminded me of Owen Wilson in that scene. I don't know why.
I just feel like
Yeah, my only issue is that the cinematography sticks out a little too much from the story. It's sort of pulling me out of
should
it.
be happier now, you know?
Even from trying to separate, like,
She's been
just
sad for a while.
thinking about it. But
Well, I think they put it to get. We can talk more about this when it ends, but I think they put it. They do match up together too much, and they do it. I think they do it for scenes. They do it beneficially for scenes that don't need it.
Have you been evaluated?
Like this one, I don't think they need it to be as good for this
Isn't
one,
that what we're doing here?
because this is a scene that's more about the story than the
You guys could transfer.
and then transitioning from like point A
Then
to
the
point B.
shots. Yeah.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Are you currently on any medication?
Unconventional angles like that. Yeah.
For my anxiety.
Like it's a perspective shot, and you don't need that.
How's your pain?
It would be more effective if it was like from his
Mental
eyes or
pain or
something.
physical pain?
Slightly odd angle, but Yeah, she pissed.
She seems more like a child now.
Both just done with each other a little. Well, she's done with him.
I wish I never told you I was leaving.
Well, she's been so strong to, like, you know, hack it this long. Not only with him going away, obviously, way back when, but now he's back and they've been together for like a while, maybe longer. And he's like changed. You know, it takes like some real strong guts to do this.
Remember when you used to wear that white ribbon around your neck? And that is how we became addicts. Old friends stayed away, new friends would eat your eyes out with a fucking spoon.
Hey, Black.
What? What did he just say to it?
It's his name, like his nickname's Black or something. Like, hey Black.
That's what he said.
Usually served to sell
I'm not even
things
gonna say
down
that.
for a bit. If you didn't know any better, you would have thought that this guy was Biff from Back to the Future.
Great scenario.
He wasn't. He was pills, and he was coke.
Hey, Black.
Yeah,
What am I picking up?
it's a safe, and don't fucking ask what's in it.
Why would you?
You're a cunt, Nugget.
And here you are, watching his safe that probably has all the good shit in it.
So we called James like that. He used to work for a locksmith.
Brilliant, of course.
Yours look a little bit of an angle.
Oh, I was trying to. It's that guy, isn't it? It's the
Yeah.
same guy from earlier. I was like, it is him. Yeah.
Oh, because that, yeah, that's
Just brilliant. Just smack.
Because that's gonna
Drop it from a window.
Did it work?
Oh yeah. Yeah, totally fucking worked.
Fucking hell.
Genius.
Fast and Furious 5 reference.
God damn it.
Yeah, didn't they? Bet there's fuck all in there, It's like a stuffed teddy or something.
The merry-go-round of all drugs, probably.
Yep.
Judging by how they look, yeah.
It's the fucking police.
It's not the police. It's not the police. It's the police.
Get rid of all the drugs, quick. Let's do this nice and peaceful.
Sorry.
Oh, what a fucking dumbass. Come on, open up.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit.
Dude.
Oh shit.
She's still in there. Oh god. Oh no.
Just cut to later and that.
I have a.
And the trailer shot.
Yeah, brilliant. That was a great way to open that trailer. That was with that.
Oh, I like that compared to earlier.
Not sure.
I don't see. I kind of see why. Yeah.
No, I'm not sure. I don't know if I like that or not. Actually.
Because she was in the dark completely, obviously. Other than like a little bit of like edge lighting.
Well, the reveal was kind of pointless. I think personally. Bloody hell! Really? Surely she would have like the sense to think he could be bullshitting.
And if she didn't have the sense, she'd probably kill him. He'd kill her probably, or at least shoot in her direction.
Well, yeah.
And if he's got the balls though to shoot someone, I mean he might do. We still don't know if he'd have the balls to actually kill someone. But I don't know. Oh, that's nasty.
That reminds me when I was ill at work.
Just sneeze.
Sorry, customer.
I think you're sick, man.
No, I'm fine. I just can't stop sneezing.
Rona!
He just threw up down his top, and then that must have just run down his.
Oh, is there vomit on that as well? Oh, has he got the shape cut again? Jesus.
Get that off your face.
Just trying to.
Wait, what? What? Holy. Jesus Christ.
She's just gone nuts.
God. This is one of those scenes, and I've almost had this as well. It's like the kind of car crash effect where you could have, as an audience member, you could have like 2 to 3 stents of emotion. Mm-hmm. And that's obviously the same if you were depicted in that situation. And that's how impactful stuff is relatably to you as a person.
Yeah.
You see it a lot in sad films. So you can either laugh because of the anxiousness, cry because of the anxiousness, or you freeze because you're in between both.
And it also can be how quickly it can change as well. Oh shit.
Oh god. Just the lift up and thud is bad enough. Lifeless body. Pretty much.
Come on, help me out here. I need you to calm down and tell me what happened.
Jesus.
I know you got problems. I know you're broken.
Oh god.
What are you stabbing your leg for, mate? Whoa.
Jesus.
Holy fuck.
Oh god.
Fucking freak out scene. Okay, is she good now? Is this her now? Guess.
Is this before?
I think it's now.
Something about it seems like it's before.
No. She's acting
maybe
a bit
not. The facial expression kind of says different.
Her body
actually, no, I
language
think
makes
I
it
think
feel-
you're right. I think you're right. This is present. Time's gone. Yeah, present.
She looks ever so slightly skinnier as well, which obviously is because
It's
of
from all the
drugs.
throwing up and shit, isn't it?
Throwing up and drugs.
They've probably had to pump her stomach.
Yeah, look how much pale she is now.
I have this noise in my head. I can't. It's so goddamn loud. And I can't make it stop.
Oh, that's what that trailer shot is. I thought it was him like greeting her, but.
It'll go quiet.
Care what I just said? We're gonna do what we originally agreed.
Jesus, can you stop being such a flaming fucking pussy, dude?
No alarms! I said no alarms! Sir, don't you touch that fucking phone! Don't you touch that phone! All right, I want everybody to give their money to this man
It's
here.
not even there.
Don't you touch that fucking phone.
That was a fucking shot.
Fuck.
Now you will.
Nice. Pretty fucking
Brilliant.
cool.
He drops all the money
Drops half of
anyway.
it. Yeah.
No, no.
Wait, how did he get out?
You never lock a gunman in with innocent people. You're supposed to lock me in between the fucking doors. What's the matter with you people? Are you retarded? Huh?
Did he get?
Fuck.
He got shot.
Shit. Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
He's been shot, man. What the fuck? He's been fucking shot.
You said nobody fucking got shot.
Well, we're gonna put some pressure on him, right?
So
Of course they will. What's his socks got to do with anything?
Come on.
You're gonna try and make it look like something else.
Come on.
Nah, they are just leaving him, but just look at that. The other guy was taking like socks.
Hide
and
the
shoes.
socks. Hide the drugs in the socks, possibly.
Just random. I understand they took the drugs because they just want them, or cash if he had any. But
Use the drugs to get cash, I suppose, maybe.
other way around. One of them guys.
Yeah. Would be not.
Oh my god, what? Surely they're not hit marks there. Fucking hell, she's got like little tiny.
Solid.
Hey, guess what?
I definitely won't be able to look at these actors the same way now after this. Like,
You've only got one Spider-Man film left with him then.
yeah. Well, no, it's because like some films define the actors, don't they? Like you get the typecast, and then you get like some that go from one thing to the other. Like they go from the more standard like roles for more PG like films, and then they do something like this, and then you get to see. It's almost like doing this sort of stuff is more real. Like because you know they'll use the language both intellectually and bad language, just the more impactfulness. Like something like this, they can really show off their skills acting. Yeah, baby, when I'm back. Especially with Tom Holland, it's brilliant. The opening shot, Jesus.
I love you.
That's what happened at the beginning.
Now we're caught up.
Caught up.
It's alright, I'm not gonna hurt you.
He wants to be sent down, and he wants the police to come.
Yeah. Like you said at the beginning of the film, you know, about the look. In that moment, he felt it, he saw it. Like shots like this is what you remember films to include. Obviously, other than the infrared like black and white from earlier. That's one way you get attention. What's he doing? Same thing they did to so-and-so earlier.
He hasn't got another fucking needle, has he? Of course he will have.
Oh, for God's sake.
As soon as he done that with the belt, I'm like, for fuck's sake.
So he just died?
No, not dead, but he might be going unconscious in a minute. Not sure. Not sure how shooting works. What it does to you. Epilogue. He's better now, though. Police has been prison's been his rehab, I guess.
In ways, yeah, I suppose. Giving him therapy, rehabilitation, kept him clean, put him under like watch and jurisdiction, all that sort of shit. It's kind of the point, really, for people that have gone to his like position. I say that like no one knows. Fucking hell.
This is a nice way of showing all.
I'm a huge fan of these one-shots that they've chosen to do for this film as well. Wasn't that a trailer shot?
could have been. See, now I'm wondering whether they should have just treated they're not treating his prison life the same way they treated his army life. I know they're very, very different for obvious reasons, but like the war was like a good 30 to 40
I'm wondering
minutes.
I'm
Whereas
wondering
this
if
is
for
like
him it's like an association
montage.
thing where he's looking at it and to him it's like the same. Yeah. Okay. I think I just answered my own question there by the looks of that. Like, look at his face. He's getting back into it, like the reality of it.
Yeah, it's all about him. It's like I said, it's just all driven by him, obviously. Yeah. I love how they show the prison stuff.
Talk groups. That's good.
It's a good way of showing his little prison life, and they haven't technically cut yet. Not noticeably. Even though they've cut every time.
Every time it goes between a wall.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
It's good. He's out. He's getting out. Yeah, Henry Cavill even. Yeah.
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 There we go.
Yeah.
It's like a mini. It's like an RDJJ now. Just without the full Tony Stark moustache and beard. It's like a grown man. Leaving the prison to rejoin reality.
He looks older now. I don't know I hope they are CGO wrinkles, I think. A little bit. And a little bit of makeup, probably.
Well, it's going to have to be, isn't it? Because he's
obviously not 30.
It wouldn't have actually gone to the extent of letting him grow that.
Wait 20 years through the rest.
Why does she just not look different?
She kind of grey in her, actually. I hope not.
I swear I find out she's got a moustache as well. Why?
Yeah, they've done CG wrinkles, I think.
Yeah, you can tell. You can't. Ellie looks different. There we go. Oh, it was double RY. Oh, that's a good one.
Well, there we go.
Films like this, obviously after Endgame, Russo brothers are going to be really big, going to get to a point of being Spielberg directors, because that was just one fucking great individual independent film. Away from all the franchises, great standalone and shit.
There we go.
Didn't think it was going to end that way.
No.
Personally, I thought it was going to have a bit more of a darker kind of end to it. You ever seen the film American Hustle?
Yeah.
It's gonna. I thought it was gonna have that sort of ending to it, but no.
I'll be honest. I thought I'd like it. I'd already seen up to an hour and 20-ish minutes in, so that point was just from then on it was new material to me.
Well, it's all again even the beginning, and it sets up the end. It sets up the main part of the end anyway. Meant to. That's the one. Ciara Ravo, I think that's it.
But,
yeah, she's been in over the last 10 years. Well, specifically 10 years and before. She's been in a lot of more sort of American sitcoms and stuff, as in the teen ones for Nickelodeon. She was in Big Time Rush, and she was in. I know she did voiceover work in Open Season 3 for Sony Pictures. Not that it's relevant, but still, that's two of a bunch of things for that sort of those genres that I know she's been in. I think this is the first ever known appearance that she's done in a film or production quite like this.
I liked the
that was great.
I think it was pretty good. I don't think it was great. I don't think, annoyingly, it didn't it's not as good as I anticipated it would be. But
there was a bit too much repetition with some of the scenes, specifically all the bank robbing stuff. I know obviously it's all it's played out in different ways, but I think a lot of scenes were repeated, and then it was kind of.
I do think the pacing
it
in
was
some areas
almost
could have
too
been
generic in some ways regarding because of things like that. Because obviously, regarding someone, if you were to put someone in the real shoes of that kind of scenario, and what they've been in, obviously they've been in the army, they've come back, they're kind of mentally fucked up. They're not gonna, that's kind of the path they're gonna be on. They're gonna be drugs, robbing banks, all that sort of stuff. it's going to play out that way, and well, it might do anyway. Not for everybody, but
I feel like the army section was quite long, considering how long they spent, say, on the prison thing. Because the prison was like a 5 to 7-ish minute, maybe almost 10-minute, sort of like montage.
That probably took about a good month to shoot,
and
like maybe
the
more.
army scene was almost 40 minutes to an hour in itself, and was like
that felt like that took like a year's production to make as its own like film almost.
Yeah, because that had a lot of stuff going on in it as well. But yeah, overall, I thought it was.
Whilst we got a lot of that, I do wish we had more, and I did anticipate that we would have had more of that sort of army aspect to it. But
yeah,
understandably from the trailers, the story was taking another turn. So
yeah, I'm glad. It's not bad. It's a pretty good film. But it could have been better in places. Annoyingly for me personally, I always try to take myself out of the sort of filmmaker's eye the first time I look at something, and then start analysing it the second, third, and 50th time. But annoyingly, even the first time, it wasn't this time. The cinematography.
My reaction is always weird the first time I watch a film. Like, it depends the setting. So obviously at the moment you can't go to the cinema. So if I was to go to a cinema, and this is like the first time we're doing like a review video, so I got to acknowledge that as well. We can't just sit there and watch the film because you can't do that.
Yeah.
You'll just see us like that. So I got a comment. And also just because there was stuff to talk about, because we can.
Exactly.
But obviously if we were in the cinema, that would have been different, obviously. But most of my serious reaction to films would be like to just solidly watch it. And then like the second time I'd watch it, break down all like what logistically does and doesn't make sense and all the canon and whatnot, and probably take the mick out of it as I did a lot this time as well. But yeah, the second I will go back and watch this again, and the next time I do, I'll give it my proper like full, no comments. No comments.
But overall, it was pretty good. It could have been better in places, and I'd like to see him do another thing similar to this. Not necessarily like an exact same story, but possibly another sort of solo Russo brothers film, or a solo.
Oh, they're definitely going to make more. They're definitely like not sequels, but they're definitely going to make more like films like this. I think going forward.
Be interesting to see something that isn't like canon to a Marvel film.
Like this is definitely going to be like one of the films of the year, I think, because this was pretty good. I liked it.
You liked it? Nice.
Yeah, I did like it. I think going back to, I just remembered we were going to talk about this afterwards. There was a shot when he was going to the doctors,
right?
Or it's like
it's just
GP, whatever the
there's
American
a lot of
term is.
unconventional. I'm gonna use an example now. Is like he'll be like really awkwardly framed on like all these unconventional, not your typical style.
It didn't feel necessary for the scene it was in.
Yeah, it took me out of it personally. I feel like they were trying to take the sort of unconventional, typically like art house.
They were too inspired from the more interesting shots they'd done in the film to make something that worked for that scene better. And what I mean by that is like
that worked. Like the infrared effect work, and the sort of the red for the like act changes.
The shots during the battle with the army. Oh my god! Like
some
of the best moments in the film.
The long takes did work really well, and they weren't overused in my opinion. The long takes in with
was beautiful.
Yeah, long takes in with the like camera
framing
work.
Besides that scene, for the scenes that it worked for, framing was brilliant.
Yeah.
Besides
the few scenes where I just felt like it was a bit forced. Because the trouble is, a lot of the time, I feel like the Russo brothers, again with like Marvel, all the type of canon Marvel and the superhero blockbuster films, they're not going to have like a random frame like they had at the Doctor's scene. In most of those films, they want to try and have it take on this different, unconventional style. But I feel like there were certain scenes like the Doctor's where it was a bit forced, and it didn't work. If you're just having a shot like that for the sake of it, but that probably wasn't the reason, but it comes across as though they're just putting the shot in there for the sake of it, and it doesn't really work. But
I'm just thinking, because like the only films that I've known that the Russo brothers have actually done, I know they've had involvement in other stuff, but like obviously I only know that they've done the Captain America sequels 2 and 3 and Avengers 3 and 4. And in those films, I can't think of any scenes where shots don't work. Perhaps in Winter Soldier, like at the beginning, but you know, that scene was fucking action packed. I think the problem is with that, it was too dark.
Yeah.
This, they've got the lighting correct for each scene. Like, it's played out a bit strangely, but I think it's not them getting it wrong. It's them trying to bring originality into it. That makes sense. They're trying to make a new, almost like style of
and that's why
lighting.
I think some of the shots were forced, but we'll see what happens with new projects that come along. But yeah. Cherry, everyone.
That's it. Cherry.
On Apple TV now, get a free 7-day trial. That's how we watched it.
Indeed.
And we'll see you in the next one, which I forgot. What's next week?
In the next video, we'll be talking about. It was even briefly hinted at, and I think we've mentioned this in our last episode anyway. So we'll be talking about Fast and Furious in our next video. I felt like we kind of jumped into the intro in this one. And obviously, we've been talking in and out, and as we're filming this on a early Wednesday morning, Patrick's now got to spend the rest of the day editing it, so he probably won't sleep. So, and I've got work early in the morning, unfortunately. So I've got less than 7 hours to sleep and get up. So that's brilliant. Starting literally anytime now. So yeah, I didn't really introduce us, but obviously, if this is the first time you're watching it, I'm Oliver. This is Patrick, and we are Fortune Theory. So yeah. We're a few videos in now. We probably will do more film reviews, not live action watches, but we'll
film reactions.
We'll do film reactions in the future. I expect not very common though. I think it'll be like a once in a blue moon video. But we felt it was quite necessary for this because I hadn't seen it yet.
No,
sorry, I'm looking up again. I hadn't seen it yet. Whereas Patrick had seen about the first hour and
20-ish minutes. Yeah, luckily it was a long film, so yeah, I didn't really.
Do you remember the last bit you got up to?
It was when it was the sort of the red scene act change up towards about halfway through the dope scene bit. So I hadn't got to where they were robbing banks on a consistent basis yet, but just before then. So yeah, I got to enjoy a lot of it brand new, which is good. But yeah. Cherry.
And I'd never seen it before, so I'd seen the trailers and I thought Russo Bros film. Last one I know they did Endgame. Got Tom Holland in it. And I didn't even know until I think it was either earlier today or yesterday. As in, well, I say yesterday, I mean Monday. We're fucking 1:15 Wednesday morning now, as of the time of this happening. Started the video at fucking 10 to 11. I didn't know that Ciara I never remember her name. I said it earlier in the video. Is it Sinner?
What?
Is it Senna Ciara, the main female actress?
I've never. Well, you probably watched Nickelodeon when you were younger. So you immediately was like, "Oh, it's that person."
Type in stuff that she's been in.
You said Nickelodeon stuff, wasn't it?
Ciara Bravo. That's it. That's her. Ciara Bravo. Yeah, she's been in a lot of childhood. I've said it multiple times now. She's been in a lot of childhood stuff, basically. When we were growing up or starting to get out of it anyway. But I think this is she's probably done other stuff as well, but I don't see her as a mainstream actress. She's more sort of. She might be coming into it though.
She probably just managed to get a really good audition for something. Yeah, and this comes along like this.
I feel like she's going to be the new Zendaya in terms of the fame girl of the magazines and popularity and inspiration and stuff. Well, not so much for the character, shall we say, but just for the fact of the fame sense of it. But yeah.
Yeah. I think that's about it.
And she doesn't look like she's aged a day, despite it being over 10 years since when's that started. Jesus.
But there we go. But
and in the canon of the story, Cherry as well, when they meet at the very end. I really didn't think it was going to have that sort of happy ending aspect to it. I thought one of them was going to die of either a drug overdose or get shot.
They made it a happy ending for the fans.
Yeah.
There we go.
I obviously say it for the sake of conversation, but it's not, you can tell there's not going to be a sequel to it. That works literally on its own.
You sequel boy.
There's
no sequel coming most likely.
There's no Cherry 2 on top. No, there's no it's not gonna work. Cherry on 2 top.
But yeah, Cherry was pretty good, and we'll that's about it. But we'll see. You.
We'll see you in the next
In the
video,
next
which will be out next week. We're gonna try and change, and I noticed because we've been a bit kind of unorthodox with our releasing schedule, so
it's just whenever
it's
every week, but it's whenever
it's going to be every week, but
it
like at the moment
day
it's varying
matter.
between like Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday.
It won't be like a Friday and a Monday, but it won't be like a Friday and then a Monday, but it won't like some days it might be a Monday, some
it might
days
be
it
a
might
Friday, and then it could be like the Tuesday or the Wednesday next week at the very earliest.
It's every week.
Yeah, at the very earliest, if it was between those days and Friday, obviously Thursday. Not just because it's the day there, but it just depends on how things have gone this week. Like we were really running behind with the production of this video over this week because we've been
and only really because we were watching the entire film, and then it's a lot to edit 2.5 hours down. So there we go.
But, so yeah, this will be out. When do you think this will be out? Well, obviously you'll see it once it is out, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, but
there we go.
Anyway, yeah. So we'll see you next week for whenever we've got it ready. Our Fast and Furious franchise video. So until then, I'm Oliver, this is Patrick, and we are Fortune Theory. And I need to learn to not fucking look up, but things might, let's just say, without giving too much more away, things might change next video regarding our sort of structure. But we'll see what happens. See you later, guys.
Thanks for watching.